Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you another burlap wreath. This isn't going to be the ruffle method. This is going to be a different method. There are about 5 or 6 methods that I know of to put burlap on a wreath. So I thought I would give you another method today, and this time we're going to add some flowers because we don't usually do that. So I thought that would be something fun. So, let me get started. I'm using burlap that is about 5 inches, it's probably 5.5 inches. This is a 20-yard roll. I have 2 of them just in case. And this is a wire wreath. It's 16 inches, and this one is from Walmart. And then I have assorted ribbons that we'll talk about. But let's get started. On the wreath. Okay, so this is, let me cut this tag. This is somewhat similar to the ruffle wreath in that you're not going to be cutting and tying things on, and you're not going to twist. Several of the methods that I know for burlap require you to twist every time you go in between, but we're not going to do that method today. Today we're going to do a really great method that is especially good for people who are, just starting out with wreaths, because it is an easy way to do it. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to take our wreath form and we're going to take our burlap. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach this to itself so that we can get a good start. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to run your burlap through that very first loop. Figure out how large you want your loops to be. I think this is pretty good. Let's see how big that is. About 3 or 4 inches. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bead of glue right here under this flap. It just kind of helps secure the beginning. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to lightly press down and not use my fingers because I don't know about you other crafters out there, but boy, I have burnt my fingers more times than I want to count. So, I will avoid it if I can. Alright, so that's good. So I want to give that just a second, make sure it's dry. Okay, so my loops are going to be about, let's see, about 3 inches. So I like that. I don't like them to be too big just because, I don't know, I just don't like them to be too big. But hey, this is a personal preference. If you want yours to be big, you can make them as big as you want. So, now that we've gotten this secured, you see how it's secured around this first ring, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this up to where this is just kind of right against the wire. And then we're going to go through the second ring and make that loop the same size. See that? And then we're going to go in the third loop and make the same size. So I'm sure you can see the pattern here. So all 3 same size. So then what you do is you push them over like this. Okay? And then what I like to do is I like to kind of turn the ends under a little bit, and I'll show you why. So just turn the ends under a little bit, like that, because what it's going to make is like a little bubble. So then when you push it over, You see how it kind of makes a little bubble? And don't worry, you're going to have time to work on these. It also makes it a little bit easier for you to kind of push them over, because the next step is to do the exact same process. So you take this one here and you just push it right up through between those rings. Like that. Okay. And then push it up through the second one. Okay. Like that. And then through the third one. Just like this. Okay. There we go. So see, now we've got 6 little pieces up here. And I will tuck these in. Kind of make them a little bubble. Like that. I just really like how that looks. And then I'll push them over. And don't worry, when you get them tight, you'll be able to get them in the shape that you want them to. So I think we can do one more. So I'll do the same thing. I will go up through this third loop. Now it can get a little snug in there, but that's okay. Okay. And then in the second, I'm going to try to get 3 in each one of these sections, just because I think it makes it fuller and tighter. That third one can be a challenge, but you can do it. Just keep pulling. Like that. There we go. Okay, so now we've got 2 in there. I want to make sure they're still the same height. Yep, they are. Okay, and then we'll do the last one in this little section here. And we'll pull it through. Just like that. Just keep pulling, because you will get it through. There we go. Now, okay. It's caught on my wreath, but there we go. Okay. So now you can see, you can kind of go in here and make these into little bubbles. You don't have to do that. It's a personal preference. Like that. See how that looks? Okay. There we go. Like that. And then the last one. There. See how that makes like little bubbles? And you kind of twist them around if you want. There we go. So then you're just going to move on to the next section and do the exact same thing. So you'll take this, you'll go through this loop at the back, like that. Then go through the next one. making sure they're still the same height, and the third one. So you just keep doing this and push it over. See, now you could leave it like this, where it's just like little, almost like ruffles, or you could tuck it in. That's kind of up to you how you want it to look. I just like it kind of tucked in like that. So then you do it again. So just go right back through. Like that. And then again. It is a lot of pulling and pushing. It does take a little bit more time than doing the ruffle, but it gives you a different look, so I like that. Okay, one more. There we go. And I'm going to push it over. I'm not going to fluff these out until I get towards the end, just because I think it just makes it a little faster. So you see I've got 3 in the first section, I have 2 in the second section, I'll do the third, and then that's pretty much what I want to do all the way around. I just want to try to get at least 3 in every section, and then I'll come back and I'll fluff these out the way that I want them to look. You know, if you make them even bigger, if you make your loops even bigger, then you'll get a different look that way too. So I think that's the great thing about a method like this, is that you can really get it to look several different ways just by adjusting the height that you're pulling it up. So I'm going to keep working on this and go all the way around, and then when I come back, we're going to pick out a ribbon and a flower, and we're going to put a nice bow on here and put a few little flowers on here. So I'll be back pretty shortly and we'll get started on that. Okay, so I've gotten everything done. See, isn't that cute? I like that. So now what I'm going to do is, I was thinking about putting, you know, just a couple flowers on it in a bow. I just kind of wanted to show you some options when you make things like this. So you could do like daisies or sunflowers. See, that would be really cute. And then I have this sunflower ribbon. I like that. Let's see. I've got this. I love that. I think this is a tad big for that. But then I have it in pink. Let's see what we can do. That's pretty. I have green. That's pretty. Then I have just regular burlap, which I don't think I'm going to use that. I don't really like that. But I have green and white. I like that. The checkered. And I have this pink. I kind of like these together. So, oh, and I have this denim. I think that would be cute together. You could also do bees and put little bees on here. I have some bee ribbon. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these with the green and the pink ribbon. So, what I'm going to do is take my wire. Well, first I'll take these little price tags off of my little hydrangeas. Okay, there we go. And I will cut it also going to cut off this leaf because I want to put this under here. So what I'll do is I will glue this, oops, I'll glue this little leaf on here because I want to have some leaves coming out like that. I like that. Okay. Cut our leaf. And I will wire these down and then put a little dab of glue on it. I will probably add one more just to have 3. Okay. Ooh, that price tag wants to stick. There we go. Okay. Oops. There we go. So just like that. Oops. So that's the way it'll look. And then I'm going to put a ribbon. I don't know if I'm going to put, I'm either going to put the ribbon up here or over here on the side. I'm not sure. You could also put a letter if you had one. Those look really cute on these. But let's get started on our ribbon. Here we go. Okay. So I'm just going to do the ribbon that my sister used to always try to get me to make. So I'm going to do this. Let's see how big. I don't want the loops to be too big. Maybe about there. Okay. So I'll do that. And I will. I'm just pinching it in the middle. And I will do the same size. Does that look like the same size? Yep, it does. And then I will hold it and twist it so that the pattern is back on the top like that. And I will do, I'm just going to do them the same size like that. I'll just keep holding it in my hand. Okay, so I just did my twist to get it back on top. Pull it under like that. And then twist again to get that pattern back on top. Pull it under, hold it in the middle. And twist again. Because you always want that pattern to be on top. Okay, so I think that's good. Oops. Then I'm going to tie it with a pipe cleaner. Okay. Try to keep holding it. And once I get that pipe cleaner in, I'm not going to tighten it down completely yet because I want to make my little tails. Okay. So, I'm going to cut it off right here. And then I'll figure out how long I want my tail to be. Let's do, let's see. Maybe about right there. Let's see what that is. About 20. Okay, and I'll just cut that off. Move these aside. And then I'm just gonna put my little detail like that here. Okay, so I got that. So I just want to find the middle, make sure I have the middle. Yep. I'm just going to pinch it in the middle. And I'm going to open that pipe cleaner up while holding this. Stick it back down. And this time when I do my pipe cleaner, I'm going to hold it really tight and I'm going to twist the bow, because that's how you get that really nice and tight. Then I can start pulling and I will pull in opposite directions. So green, pink, green, pink, green, pink, like that. See, my sister would be so proud. Okay, so we'll do green, pink, pink, green, and green, pink. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the wreath. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run these ends in between and kind of push it down in the back. Here, let's cut that off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, and then I will just fluff, get my bow like I want it. Oh, that came right back out. You just keep working with your bow until you get it where you want it to be. And then I just want my little tails to both be facing front, so I'll just twist them around, make sure they're there. Ah, that should go in the back. That should go there. I'm just kind of moving them around to make sure I don't have them all sitting next to each other. That's cute. Whoops. They moved back down. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this and that you will have fun making your own burlap wreath. And be sure to give it a like and comment and let me know if you have any ideas for what we could put on something like this, and if there's a different wreath that you would like to see. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.